oi, my front wheel skids. Panda just commented about selling of players. We need some of our own English players. And he's bang on the money with that one. I've got Harry Wilson and Josh King tattooed in my brain. Two players from Fulham that I think our scouts have totally overlooked and missed. I think everyone on the internet has overlooked with the bombers and the bullshit. And these players are good players, Premiership players. Josh King, if you watched him, he reminds me of a good few solid Premiership players all mixed into one. And Harry Wilson, well, something about Harry, maybe it's their name Harry, but what a great little player. I think putting him into the Tottenham squad, buying him, that would be a class little move there. I don't know what other people think, if they've seen other people, other young boys in the Premiership playing who are equal to them. My missus keeps wanting Jude Bellingham. After the World Cup, she kept saying she wants Bellingham at Tottenham. She wants Bellingham at Tottenham. Do you know what? We do need a Bellingham at Tottenham. We need an Mbappe at Tottenham. We need a Lamine Yamal. We all want the best for Tottenham, but some things, maybe in the next few years, if De Zerbi builds, see, we're talking about De Zerbi building, and we know what Tottenham are like for getting rid of managers. And it worries me with De Zerbi, because they might have gave him free rein to keep him. But then what about the future? What about when they say to him, no, and the checkbook gets closed? Because it will eventually get closed. You can't keep spending and spending. Will it a financial ceiling ourselves? Because we've had all the other clubs moaning, all the Aston Villas. Bloody hell, mate, you're spending so much money. And yeah, we are spending, but we've had to spend 17th twice. And what have we got to show for it? And we call it for what it is and what it was: UEFA Europa Cup. But it's the Premiership we're in. We need to win an FA Cup. We need to finish in the top 4. We need to be competing with the filth. And this is where I think bringing in an Harry Wilson and a Josh King, it'd give us that equal amount of English players versus foreign players. And at the same time, I think it'll strengthen the squad a lot more. I think it'd give us that edge, that youthful edge. And at the same time, we've got Scarlett as well. Mind you, what players can you see going out the squad? Panda mentioned in the comments Vicario, Bentancur, Richarlison. Can you see them going? I can't see Bentancur going, but then I can. If someone comes along with a right offer for a nice bit of sunny football, I can see them going. Especially 17th. The last 2 seasons, when the agents look on them, how much sponsorship they're getting, they must think, well, if we put these players into an Italian squad, the sponsorship will go up. They start getting the contract for the sponsorship, because the agents nowadays, would they take 3 to 5% of a certain fee? The majority of their money they make off the sponsorship, don't they? 10% of the sponsorship deals, 10 to 15%. That's where they're making their money. Now, if you finish 17th twice, 2 years on the trot, you're going to be looking at other people. You're going to be looking at other squads for sponsorship deals for the players. for all these brands and everything else and commercial activities. This is why a lot of talk around Bergvall, because he's got quite a few sponsorship deals going on, and if he goes to a club that do finish continually 5, 6, 7, then the sponsorship deals, the agent's going to get more percentage. This is why you've got the agents continually in the background wanting better for their players. At Tottenham, the PR machine has gone into overdrive, hasn't it? The last couple of months now with De Zerbi. Everyone thinks he's God-given. Let's not forget De Zerbi. He's got that habit of, when he's told no, toys out the pram, see you later. He's got that Italian attitude of fuck you. And this is what I'm worried about at Tottenham. Even though Levy's gone and we've got Lewis Enterprises, the great Enoch, are they going to give us an escape for the next few years now? Are they actually going to keep on opening this war chest? Are they going to have more and more concerts? Because then that'll make us be able to spend more and more, and we can level the playing field with a lot of these big clubs. Because the playing field does need levelling in the Premiership, doesn't it? It's the constant same old, same old. Last year, the top 4 clubs, they got worried, didn't they? Because there's not much in it now from 5 to 10. Them squads can do it in Europe. They can do it. They can beat these big clubs, keep them to a draw. And the filth, well, to bottle what they bottled last year just says it all. Even though you spend the money and pillage the players and gazump other clubs, you still can't pull off the major. Can't pull off that the Premiership win and winning the Champions League. You ain't no Man City. Arteta's no Pep. But they've got the backing. This is what I'm worried about with Tottenham, the backing. Are they going to continually get the backing every transfer window? Because we're looking at this transfer window and we've seen all the fantasy bollocks going about. In January, what's going to happen? Are we going to have Simmons come back and the great PR, and then two shitty little signings, and then De Zerbi's going to go? What's going on? I wanted this big signing for January. Keep the fans happy, keep myself happy, and you give me this 2 loans in. Very old. It's strange down at Tottenham, to be honest with you. It's strange being a Spurs fan. You see all these content creators lately. I've seen a few content creators do it in the football scene as it goes. Questions and answers. Ask me anything. Why am I a Spurs fan? Totally something for content, isn't it? Don't talk about the real subjects. I don't know why they don't talk about the real subjects. Because these subjects of getting rid of players and bringing them in where we need homegrown is a subject that I was thinking about, as well as a few of my subscribers were thinking about, including Panda. Maybe we got the foresight that you need for the Premiership. Maybe we dream ahead of ourselves, but you've got to do that, haven't you? You've got to think about the logical implications of getting rid of a lot of these players, selling our English ones, selling our youngsters. We've seen a lot of the youngsters play in the pre-season. Some of them you didn't hardly hear their names mentioned. Some of them Williams, Barnett, you heard their names mentioned, and everyone will be hyping them up. But realistically, in the Premiership this season, are we going to be seeing them over if we get in the likes of Harry Wilson, Josh King? Could they be brought in and played over these players, and then we can experiment? Is he going to experiment, De Zerbi? We've seen him get worked out, haven't we, at Brighton within 7 to 10 games. We've seen him in the French league not really do it, but yet he's supposed to be our saviour, because it come down to that last game at the end of the season with De Zerbi, right? That last game. So he's no miracle worker. In fact, you'd have had to get the Pope. You'd have had to dig up Mother Teresa and hope for the second coming of Jesus at the same time, to all be Spurs fans, to jump on the bandwagon to save us. We got through by the skin of our teeth again. So he's no God-given miracle worker. He's a good manager, don't get me wrong. But I ain't half getting worried. I'm looking too forward into the future for myself, and I'm panicking myself. Panicking. I have to find myself another job, mate. Anyway, God bless. Have a good one. Take care. And come on, you Spurs.